always say I not take out no insurance for my mattress. So we no one no toenail for come tear up my bed. The same bed that the lady did say was comfortable.
Welcome back, guys, to our channel. It is the Matthews clan, and to my left I have my beautiful wife Sharmaine, and to my right I have my beautiful sister-in-law Sharon.
Hi guys.
Alright, so in today's episode, it's more about back in the days. We want to talk about the old time saying what our granny used to tell me.
Yeah, things that him don't know. That's why I have to draw for my sister. Because people say when we talk, they don't know what we say. So we wanted us to share that with you today, right, sis?
Exactly. So I hope you guys will learn something, or you can add in the comments your old time saying that we didn't mention.
True, exactly. Sis. I love that. Absolutely.
Exactly. So remember, in the comments below, just type out what are some of the things that your granny used to tell you, or your auntie, or whomever they are, used to tell you back in the days, and we'll try and decipher it. Until then, stay tuned.
So, back in our days, we went to school in a certain time. We won't say what period in primary school. Then you'd guess our age, and we're not up to that.
No.
Right. So, memory gems we used to have to recite. Some were weekly, that sort of thing. Things like the pledge, that sort of thing. But a lot of kids don't know these things these days.
No, they don't.
And it's quite surprising. Simple things like, we used to recite one. How you used to go again? Labor for learning.
Yeah, labor for learning
before you grow old. Because learning is better than silver and gold. Silver and gold will vanish away,
but a good
education will never decay.
I mean, we used to recite that for the week.
Yes.
So each week we have a memory gem that the teacher writes, and you have to write it in your book, copy it down, and you have to memorize it. And every day, Monday to Friday, you have to come and prepare
and
to
then
recite.
The time the teacher never afraid for bus house. You get beaten. It's not known where you cannot put a strap to a child. Them the days that you will know if you will not say it, or you not get it correct, or you never study. What happened?
Oh gosh, a bus asked me get from school and from my mother. Oh my God.
So we wanted to share a little of our knowledge, and I think it has guided us quite well throughout our life. And we in the prime now, we in the 30s and things like those. So we wanted us to share. So sis, one of the first ones you remember, I mean, we grew both with our mother and our grandmother, right? Remind me of like one of her sayings. Let's start, probably with you will jog a memory.
Well, I know our grandmother, she used to have a lot of saying, and one of the things she always says that, you remember, but they used to talk a lot about don't go out when you're coming in the house. Don't late, you don't walk front way. You must walk back way into the house.
Yeah, but not only that. Then you used to say you have to turn your roll.
Turn your roll.
So you have to spin 7 times. You go round, before you enter.
As long as dark come down, night out a road, you can't come in and just walk straight.
But as you talk about night, sis, what we learn about trees, we know so them go to bed at what time?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
And you never dare touch a tree after 6 o'clock.
Which means that you don't pick the fruit, you don't disturb a tree after 6 o'clock, and then rise at what time in the morning?
5.
Correct. So after that, my mother used to say everything's a prayer. Only we want to say prayer as
yes,
human.
that's true.
So when the tree gone at bed enough for trouble it. But let me give a better joke. So the other day Nick, me downstairs and upstairs quiet, which brings us back to another saying that we did learn. And I think I hear something up there. Nick went up there. So I said, Nick, you go upstairs in the empty place and not clear your throat. You never hear that yet, people. So when you now go somewhere, once it's empty, you clear your throat. Why would clear your throat, sis?
Yeah, so that whoever is up there knows. So you
Thank you. So you don't frighten them and them don't frighten you. And them used to tell me, but with foot, say enough to stand up and eat. Why? The food don't go down in
Oh,
the
the food don't go
foot
down
and
in
make
the
it
foot.
get big.
Oh Lord Jesus. But you know, as you get older, you realize that some of these things there was really no basis.
No sense to it.
No sense
but you
to
couldn't
it.
tell me that
But
as
as
children.
children growing up, it's gospel.
We're
It
buying
was
into
the
it
gospel.
because it was an adult who taught us these
Yeah,
things.
Yeah.
You know, so we learned that the tongue roll, the clearing of the throat.
Yeah.
You know, remember one day, somebody was giving my grandmother something. I mean, she said, "What is this? Couldn't even stop a stale bread cart." People, you know what that mean? It couldn't stop a stale bread cart. It simply mean it couldn't. We would have said it can't help with.
Yes.
It can't do nothing. But them never bother to say that part. They couldn't stop a stale bread cart.
For know about it is. So you couldn't do nothing at all for you.
Not a striking thing. You remember in the last video when we did do the birthday video, me just said Nicholas foot and about the daughter art.
No, we never remember.
You know, remember the daughter art? Daughter art, her foot were rusty.
Oh Lord.
When I
Jesus.
take care of. That use old time people call daughter art.
I was enough of that around the place. You know?
Oh God, yeah, me not do the style
But
there.
I do that one there, me there. Cause me like my sheet them pretty and keep clean.
I
so.
always say me not take out no insurance for my mattress. So me not one or two nail for come tear up my bed. The same bed that the lady did say was comfortable. Right? So you know about daughter art. We know about
Land sale.
Jesus Christ, Paula, you tell people about land sale?
Land sale.
Or you want to take that one there?
God. People don't know what is a land sale.
Oh God, maybe mother rest in peace.
Come Sharmaine, me let you go on the land sale. Cause you talking.
Alright,
you
me
full
will
of
tell
it.
anybody. So, coming from a humble upbringing, went to a school that we never even know we would go, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of, you know, people in the Upper St. Andrew went to that school. So I remember one day we were at school and my land still was hanging out. So my friend said to me, your tag from a uniform hanging out. I said, what? She said, your tag. Let me go so. I said, my land still. She said, Sharmaine, what you mean land still? I said, land still, I got my mother say it name.
Did we ever Google land sale?
I think you should. And I, to this day, I felt a little cute about it because I never know the thing was called the tag in your shirt. We grew up knowing it was a land sale. I don't know what land sale is. I don't know where my mother got that from. But on that day, I was enlightened. It was called tag. You know, I was tell you this too. Even sometimes I thought my husband I understand a word me say. It's almost like I talk in a different language. But after 20 odd years, I'm kind of used to me now. And then when my sister and I get together in our little group or a road trip group, they say only we understand each other. Maybe that is so, I don't know. But yeah. But Paula, it's approaching Easter. And one of the things we were talking about the other day was how people back in the days used to predict
Oh,
their fortune.
Yeah, the fortune, yes.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, back in the days, I mean, we grew up, as Sharmaine had said, with grandmother and mother, back in the days.
Very humble beginnings.
Very humble. And we grew up seeing Easter, Good Friday.
Good Friday morning.
Good Friday morning, my mother would get up very early.
Paula, whether Good Friday morning or not, she was up early.
That's true. And she have her glass with her water and her egg.
Egg white.
One of the she broke the egg and put the separate it and throw the egg white in the glass and she put it out in the sun.
Yeah, you have to catch the rise, the sunrise.
You put it out for the sun to rise and then whatever formation.
But you take it up 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock, you check it, you know.
Yeah, to get the formation.
To get the formation. And whatever
so if you
that
see a castle, if you see a big house, if you see a plane, if you see dopey in it, if you see coffin,
people did afraid of that one day. So you know where your future lies. If you would say, anybody know about that? That people don't practice it now, but I plan to do it this year and show my children.
Yeah, it's something that we should probably do for the children.
Yeah.
But as we're talking, I remember a very common word that I think people still use today, right? Dropsy. What dropsy mean to you as a child? What you know dropsy mean?
Next time somebody said dropsy, you're not sleepy, man.
You're
sleepy. As you drop asleep, them say, Lord, you have dropsy.
They suppose I tell us that dropsy has nothing to do with sleep.
What you mean?
Or sleeping.
What you mean?
I want to sleep. No, dropsy has nothing to do with sleep. Dropsy, right, is actually the swelling of soft tissue in your feet.
But maybe there's swelling of soft tissue in your feet make you sleep. I don't know. But I don't know, so when
it is due to accumulation of excess water. Right? So that's what
but
dropsy
I can't see
is.
a correlation to
food
and sleep.
So how dropsy become you want to sleep? And you're sleepy.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with
we're still in a dropsy.
So it's like we have our parents are not just our parents, but the older folks have their own vocabulary.
I'm sure.
I wish I had a dictionary.
Alright guys, so I was talking to my sister again. I remember a couple of the things that we want to share. One of the first one is, but it never say get up. Oh, that one they're gonna know, sis.
But it never say get up simply means that when you're so long and so comfortable and everything, and no matter what you have to do, if you don't push yourself to get up, but you not gonna tell us that you have to get up.
Not at all, because not talk neither. Not gonna say get up. So I know the kids nowadays never hear the one.
Never heard that before.
But because the one them in my house hear how me talk, even though sometimes they don't have a clue and them go to the father and the father don't know neither. And we will say, come on, we have things to do, because Batty never said get up, right? So that's what it means. If anybody have ever said that to you, it means exactly as my sister said. You get too comfortable, you don't want to move, but things need to get done. Right. What's another one we could talk about? Not every drum. Jesus, we say, yeah, this enough.
I say this to my kids all the time. It's not every drum beat you for dance to it.
What that really mean? Come me hear drum and me I go on move.
No, meaning that and everything you are going and every party I keep and every event I keep. You feel say if you get up and go.
Hey Paula, you know something though? That
but
thing
you used to hear that
enough. That thing used to act, you know. That thing used to act like you ask to go somewhere you really want to go. And your mother said, and I ever drum me for dance to it. That thing is, and they know something happen. I used to thank God me never go.
Yeah.
That happened, you know.
Yeah, man.
And you know everybody know that one, yeah. When trouble take you, picnic short fit you.
Yeah. Oh, I think most of you should
know that. Yeah, it's a situation, or it's just a situation where something may happen. And in the heat of the moment, you did something that you never thought you could have done.
Yeah.
I've heard my husband say it, but in another way. What's that? You wanna come on camera and tell me what it's called in your new way? Because I don't know your style.
Yeah, in a new age.
How you gonna know?
It's called fight or flight.
We don't know the way there.
We don't know that
We
one
know
either.
say when trouble take you, pick the short fit you. And I know I've heard a story of a car. I think a lady that something like a car fell on a baby or something, and she was able to lift the car.
Yeah.
And I'm sure in another way or another time she would know. She
under
could have
normal
lived it.
circumstances,
Correct.
she wouldn't have been able to do that.
And as we think about that, you know, we really have to do a part 2 about this. However, enlighten the people about the panya machete.
Lord Jesus,
We have to
and the panya jar.
And the panya jar.
Spanish jar.
Yeah, the panya jar and how it come in different forms. And if you ever hear the prayer that the sea says.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Right?
Did you guys know that the sea also says prayer? And they say if you're lucky enough to ever hear the sea saying the prayer, and you can recite that prayer, the treasures of the sea will become yours.
Me not tell a lie, but I like go there. But a fisherman that must hear that already.
Me don't know that. Me don't know if they ever hear it yet, you know.
And you know how much treasure that sea holds.
Yeah.
And secrets.
Yes.
So can you imagine all of that open up to you? And as again I said, we have to do a part 2 because we have to tell them about
the games and
The panya jar.
Yeah.
I like a panya jar. I don't know if people
and
still
if you
get
come
that
home
now.
and see serpent in your bed, one snake curl up in your bed, you have to take off your shirt and
No,
throw
what did
over it.
that one go? We could have
Oh,
closed with
God.
it. So what did happen is that a lady did have some children. Boy 11. Cause you know back in the time they never have Netflix. So you understand what the order of the day was. Says 11 she did have. And the husband did dead left for her. And I saw she ball every day. How him dead and him do even dream her for help her. That sort of thing. Lo and behold, one day she out and wash the pan of clothes out of the cistern. By the way, my husband never know what that is. But again, out of the cistern. And she come in, see him, so she sweat up and things. She see one big serpent curl up in the bed. The woman scream and bawl and run out. The night now she lay down and she dream. Now the husband dream her and say, how you ask me, you bawl and say me not help you, me not dream you, I say me dream you. Send you the riches, I never take it. Now the serpent, when we get to understand, was that she was to take off the same sweat up blouse,
And
throw over the serpent, and what would have been replaced by the serpent? Now the panya jar. She wouldn't have a one for not them 11 people would and take care of them. Probably not watch Netflix now.
Well, but me not tell no lie, that was the kind of far for me for swallow, boy.
Me
Too
no say
hard
me
for
see
to
serpent
swallow.
enough in my bed.
Can
Me
you
not
say
think about that.
Me one in church through the door.
I'm not think about evil because all time people say when
Yes.
they dream snake and lizard,
Yes.
that is not good dream.
I don't do not the reptile.
It's true. But we have to go do a part 2, my sister.
Yes, we have to do a
For the
part
young
two,
people.
And probably not treat because
Yeah.
we don't touch all the games. Or for make we have to teach them how to make janko kite and box kite.
Oh yes, we should do that. Yes.
Who know about janko kite and
And
box
when you
kite?
put the razor
And
pan-
BG.
And when you put the razor up on the kite tails, we cut down your
Yes.
enemy kite.
What do you know about that?
Well, it's something that we used to make and it used to run down at the side when
The
the rain
bomb-
fall. Borders.
Borders.
And race. Oh, God.
Racers, legalize and all the queen.
But we are going to do it. We are going to do another one and bring it up to speed for our life. Right? So, as always, we ask, if you like it, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. And if you have not yet done so, you must share, like, comment, but most importantly, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's,
And we are looking forward to those comments.
yes, going down memory lane.